Page-Victory IAS. From many days we are discussing on agriculture series. So this is the last topic in agriculture series, that is fisheries and animal husbandry. With this video, the agriculture series almost finished, friends. Only we will discuss some schemes, new schemes by government to improve the agriculture sector in India. Okay, so let us go with the first topic now, that is FAO Committee on Fisheries. FAO's, okay, Food and Agriculture Organization, international organization, has been formed a committee on fisheries. Okay, India has been appointed as the first vice chair of UN Food and Agriculture Organization FAO Committee on Fisheries, subcommittee on fisheries management, marking first time in 60 years. First ever in 60 years, the India has been appointed as the vice chairman of fisheries management subcommittee of fisheries committee of FAO. Okay, so mainly what is the main reason behind selecting India means to curb China illegal fishing practices. Okay, so this appointment comes as various countries raise concerns about China's illegal fishing practices in international waters. Okay, China is illegally making fishing in international waters, out of waters. That's why to curb China activity, India as an opponent appointed as vice chair of fisheries committee of FAO. Okay, China faced criticism for its illegal, unreported, unregulated fishing practices, fishing in exclusive economic zone. Okay, even China is fishing in economic exclusive zone of over 80 countries. So India's inclusion in this committee is seen as bringing balance and perspective to global narratives, because India is competitor to China. Automatically, if India gives a warning, China will take it seriously. Okay, it will become like ego issue. That's why China will listen. That is the purpose here. That's why they appointed India as a vice chair of fisheries subcommittee of FAO. Okay, so fisheries governance and management. What is COFI here? Okay, UN Food and Agriculture Organization Committee on Fisheries, COFI, is a primary global intergovernmental forum addressing major international fisheries aquaculture issues. So it is a forum. It deals with fisheries and aquaculture issues. Okay, established in 1965, COFI reviews FAO work program on fisheries, conducts periodic reviews of global fishery problems. So it even reviews this fisheries management committee of fisheries committee of FAO manages the work and reviews. Okay, reviews of global fishery problems. Even global fisheries issues are there that they will take care, and also suggest some solutions. So what it is doing, it is managing the work of fisheries committee and reviewing periodically and giving solutions to fisheries problems. Okay, it has two subsidiary bodies, the subcommittee on aquaculture and subcommittee on fish trade. It has two subcommittees. Okay, fisheries management subcommittee is having again two subcommittees, one on aquaculture and other on fish trade. Okay, COFI played a key role negotiating code of conduct for responsible fisheries and agreement to promote compliance with international conservation management measures by fishing vessels on high seas. So the COFI plays a role in making the fisheries responsible towards and it is compliant towards international conservation and management measures by fishing vessels on high seas. Okay, international conservation and management. Okay, so what is FAO here? FAO is a UN body, UN agency. It is established in October 16, 1945. The headquarters is in Rome, Italy. It aims to lead global efforts to eliminate hunger and ensure food security. The main ambition is to eliminate hunger, okay, and also to ensure food security all over the world. It has 195 members, including 194 and European Union. FAO goal is to provide regular access to high quality food for active healthy lives. So they want to give high quality healthy food to each section of the world, so that no people will starve with hunger or there is no food insecurity all over the world. World Food Day celebrated annually on October 16th. FAO sister bodies include World Food Program and International Fund for Agri Development, IFAD. Okay, they even fund for two programs all over the world, that is World Food Program, and second one is International Fund for Agriculture Development, IFAD. The second concept is ICAR, Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute. Okay, this is nothing but research on fisheries. Okay, ICAR, Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute, proposed key policy suggestions including introduction of Marine Fishery Act to enhance India's marine fisheries sector. So they are recommending Marine Fishery Act that will promote fisheries sector in India. Okay, what are the key recommendations? They introduced Marine Fishery Act, okay, that act to promote fisheries sector in India, that aims to regulate fishing in areas beyond terrestrial waters. Means outside borders, suppose India is there, border line is there, Sri Lanka is there. So outside Indian waters, they should not, there will be some border line between two countries. Okay, they should not make fishing after the border line, crossing the border line. Then Sri Lanka can raise a complaint on the fishermen, treating them as pirates who want to cross the border or who illegally fishing in their waters. Okay, and addressing policy and legislative vacuum. They even make the policy changes, policy, rules, etc. they frame. Okay, institutionalize regular stock assessment, establish national guideline for eco-labeling of marine fishery resources. They even assess the stock. How much is the stock? Is it enough for people or not? Or eco-labeling of marine fishery resources. They even give eco-label of to each marine resources. Okay. They streamline open sea mariculture with focus on sustainability. Mariculture is nothing but study of marine organisms. Okay. They implement AI mediated automated mechanisms for landing, estimation, tracking fishery vessels. They even track how many fishing vessels are there, whether they are enough or not, whether to add, like that things they take care of. Focused research on deep sea and non-conventional fishery resources. They even research on deep sea and non-conventional sources of fisheries. Okay, apart from vessels. Establish institutional mechanism for overseeing deep sea fishing, strengthening the insurance for fishers. Okay, they even undertake activities to monitor deep sea fishing. Okay, how it can be done, and insurance to fishermen. Okay, so India's status in marine fisheries. What is India's status in marine fisheries? India is third largest fish producing country, second in aquaculture, lacks comprehensive legislation for managing marine fisheries. India is third highest in fish production and second highest in aquaculture all over the world. Even though India is not having particular legislation or act, okay, to take care of marine fisheries, and it is beyond 16 nautical miles. Okay, after borders. To address this, government has proposed Indian Marine Fisheries Bill for Sustainable Development in EEZ. Okay, so they introduced to solve this issue. There is no particular legislation, act or policy to manage fisheries in India. They have been gone with the Indian Marine Fisheries Act. Exclusive Economic Zone (EEZ). So the initiatives include Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. There is an initiative for fisheries in India, that is Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, and National Policy on Marine Fisheries 2017, and Fisheries and Aquaculture Infrastructure Development Fund 2015. And there is a policy, okay, Matsya Sampada PMSY, PM Matsya Sampada Yojana, one act is there and one policy is there, policy on marine fisheries. And the third thing is they even have Fisheries and Aqua Infrastructure Development Fund. One scheme is there, one policy is there, one fund is there. Like that the government wants to improve the fisheries sector of India. Okay, about ICAR, so Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute. So this is nothing but by name only it is obvious it is a research institute in the field of fisheries. Okay, it was established in 1947 under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare in India. Okay, in 1967 it joined the Indian Council of Agri and Research Family, means ICAR. In 1967 it has joined the ICAR. It became leading tropical marine fisheries research institute globally. Headquarter is in Kochi, Kerala. Okay, now it has become a global organization, globally prominent organization after so much hard work in research in fisheries. Okay, the next concept is shark meat consumption surges in India. Okay, a new study finds that shark and ray meat historically eaten in only Indian coastal and tribal communities. So generally it has been eaten in coastal and tribals. Now it has brought popularity among foreign tourists and Indian middle class who want to eat different exotic dishes. Okay. So at restaurants catering to tourists and middle class consumers, this rising demand could drive overfishing of already threatened shark populations. So this is leading to threatening of shark species, that is overfishing. Researchers identified nearly 2,650 restaurants in Goa and Tamil Nadu states. Okay, this account for over 70% restaurants in India who serve shark meat. Okay, only Goa and Tamil Nadu account for 70% of restaurants who serve shark meat in India. Okay, Goa has highest density 36% and Tamil Nadu is having 35%. Goa is having 35% of total market and Tamil Nadu is having 36% total market. So 70% is taken by only 2 states. So and this account for 250 tons of shark meat, 252 tons of shark meat, which is equals to 10% of total seafood. So this much consumption is only shark. This is due to because of popularity also. Earlier, only traditional people used to eat shark fish. But later it has spread to urban and foreign nationalists after 1960s and 70s. It became popular. So due to popular also, it is leading to overfishing of the species. And what happens with overfishing? The ecosystem balance will spoil. Even the predators will suffer. Means, suppose a snake is there. It lives on eating a frog. If frog population is less, how a snake survive? In the same way, whatever the fishes are there in the sea that live on shark population, they are suffering. Okay. Once restricted to low-income coastal dwellers, shark meat is now growing popular with foreign tourists, resorts in Goa, affluent locals wanting to eat exotic dishes. So species frequently appearing on menus include, so even in shark also different types of species. In shark also different species are getting popular. So this is leading to threatening the species like milk sharks, grey shark-nosed sharks, reticulate white sprays. These all types of sharks are also getting eaten by the people. Even deep sea sharks are showing in curries and other preparations. Even deep sea sharks also visible in some restaurants. So what are the problem here? What is the problem of people eating shark means over 1/3 global shark and ray species threatened and 95% jeopardized by overfishing. Overfishing is affecting the population of sharks. Okay. So experts warn this increased consumption will tempt to substantial fishing fleet to illegally target protected species like whale sharks. So eating all sharks, okay, people can reach at last whale shark also, because shark population is low. All other species will finish, then they will come to the endangered species whale shark also. Okay, and even the ecosystem balance will spoil by affecting the predators. Okay, so what is the policy consideration? To stop this, the government want to ban trade in shark fins. Okay, apart from eating shark, they are doing trade in fins. So now they want to stop this trade. That's why the government is going to ban shark finning trade in fins from all species. Loopholes allow the meat trade to continue driving exploitation. But even after taking so many measures and ban on shark fin trade also, illegally some people are selling the shark and its fins. Okay, so strategies to curb consumption could include, so what are the strategies to curb the shark consumption among people means they want to raise awareness and they want to give other option of fishes. If these two measures won't work, then they will raise the price of shark so that people can't buy the shark to eat. That's what the government want to make next. Okay, in the end, reducing India's shark meat demand will take acknowledged as an emerging threat to par with shark fin trade in order to justify stronger protections. So to protect shark and shark fin trade, okay, that's why the government is taking all these measures. The next concept is the National Fisheries Development Board. So by name only it is obvious, it is a board or committee that is established for fisheries sector development in India. So this has got the India Agri Business Award 2022 for its excellent performance. So this has been established in 2006 as an autonomous organization under administrative control of, it works under control of Department of Fisheries, Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Government of India. So this works under Department of Fisheries under Ministry of Fisheries and Animal Husbandry of Government of India. So the goal is to enhance fish production productivity in the country. So since 2006 it has been performing 20 years. It has been performing so well that it got the Indian Agri Business Award 2022. Okay. So that too they want to develop the fish productivity in holistic manner. In holistic manner means overfishing should not happen. Overfishing must not happen and illegal trade should not happen. And environment must not spoil and ecosystem balance must not affect. So if they take all these measures while improving the productivity of fishes, then it is fishery sector, then it can be called as sustainable development or holistic manner development. The next concept is Matsya Sampada Yojana. This is very important concept in economy because the government has come with a new scheme to improve the livelihood of fishermen. Okay, in this scheme they will give some financial assistance to fishermen to go into the sea to get fishes, and at the same time they will provide insurance in case something happened to the fisherman. Okay, so Matsya Sampada Yojana being supported by 7 major field studies conducted by National Productivity Council. So this Matsya Sampada Yojana has been supported by the study of National Productivity Council NPC. Okay. So they aim to enhance fisheries sector and contribution to the country GDP. So they want to improve the fisheries sector and at the same time country GDP in fisheries. Okay, what are the fields covered? They covered fish marketing, modernization of fishing. Like marketing means particular separate office for fish marketing, an app, okay, ads, like that things. And modernization means fishermen used to practice traditional methods of fishing. Now they will modernize all the equipment, so that catching the fish will be very easy and sustainable for the fishermen. And even storage improvement, so that they do not get lost after catching the fish. If more fishes die, some bad smell will come out of the fish, they will spoil, they will deplete, then they won't go for sale. At that time the fisherman will go into a loss. That's why they want to improve the storage. Okay, technology evaluation and equipment they will improve to catch the fishes, and monitoring mechanism, how the sales are going on, etc. Minimizing post harvest losses. So they want to minimize the losses also. So what is the main thing about PMMSY, Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana? Means it is under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. It came up under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. It is launched in 2020 for sustainable development of fisheries. Sustainable development, already I told you, illegal trade must be prohibited and ecosystem balance should not be affected and overfishing must not happen. Okay, environment should not harmful. Okay, to bring blue revolution. Blue revolution means it is nothing but in crops we say green revolution. Like that in fishes we will say blue revolution. Okay. So how it is implemented? It is implemented for the period of 2020 to 2025 with the theme of reform, perform, transform. The theme of this plan, okay, scheme is reform, perform and transform. Okay, under this what happened? Modernization of equipment of fishermen, okay, and financial assistance to fishermen, and at the same time insurance if something happens to them. So how the project is being supported means it is on the basis of center east to state sharing basis. Okay, the project cost will be shared by center and state. Okay, so what are the targets here? They want to increase the fish production to 22 million tons and they want to improve gross value added to 9% of Agri GDP. And they want to double the export earnings of fishes to 1 lakh crores. At the same time, they want to make fishing sustainable and double the farmer income, double the fisherman income. So these are the targets under PM Matsya Sampada Yojana. They want to increase the production of fishes to 22 million tons and they want to increase the export earnings by double to 1 lakh crore and GVA, gross value added to 9% of Agri GDP, and they want to improve the income, okay, by double of fishermen. Okay, what are the achievements of this scheme? Till now the fisheries sector has been grown by 14%. Okay, and it is an all-time high in fish production. Okay, and insurance coverage given to 31 lakh farmers till now. Okay, 31 lakh fishermen got the insurance coverage. So what are the other initiatives like this under the government? Fisheries and Aquaculture Infra Development Fund means infrastructure development in fisheries and aquaculture sector, and Kisan Credit Card to fishermen. Now onwards, whatever the Kisan Credit Card is there, that is for farmers. Now it has been given to fishermen also. Okay, fisheries sector is third largest in India and India is second largest in aquaculture in the world. This we discussed in another article also in last article. So what is National Productivity Council that analyzed this Matsya Sampada Yojana here? It is established in 1958. The headquarter is in Delhi. It is an autonomous organization under Department for Promotion of Industry, Internal Trade, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So it works under Ministry of Commerce and Industry finally. Okay, it conducts productivity research, consulting, training services to government, public and private sector organizations. So it makes research and at the same time consultation services to all organizations involved in fisheries sector, either private or public. The next concept is purse seine fishing. Okay, it is conducted in Tamil Nadu, Odisha and Kerala. So some experts says that this purse seine fishing is efficient, but some experts, expert group number 1, some experts oppose that this is not efficient. Moreover, this is harmful to threatened species in the ocean. Okay, exotic species will be there. If they are catched with fishes, then it is harmful to them. Like that, expert group 2 is arguing. So they want to keep some certain conditions in future for this fishing. So let us see here what is the fishing. Okay, certain coastal states, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, Kerala, imposed a ban on purse seine fishing, but central government criticized the move and said it is unjustified because it is efficient method and it is bringing profits. However, some states, expert group number 1, rejecting it, the central government 2, that is expert group 2, has opposed the move. A purse seine fishing is a method made of long wall of netting framed with floating and lead line having purse rings hanging from lower edge of the gear, through which runs a purse line made from steel wire or rope, which allows pursing of the net. So it is like they simply leave the net into the water, then automatically it will become like a round purse. It will catch the fishes. It is a different technique in fishing. Okay, so what is the advantages? It is efficient form of fishing. It has no contact with the seabed and can have low levels of bycatch, accidental catch of unwanted species. So it just runs in upper layer of water. It won't runs in lower seabed. So only there is no chance some exotic species will be catched with fishes. Okay, purse seine can also seen to catch fish congregating around fish aggregating devices. So it even catches the fish that comes with fish devices, aggregating devices. But some expert panel observation is that this will result in serious resource depletion so far given available evidence. And some people even says that there is evidence that it will not lead to any loss or harm to the exotic species. But some people argue that like some states people, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, they argue that they harm endangered species. Okay, fishing uses wide net to draw in not only targeted fish but also at risk varieties including turtles. So this long net can catch, apart from fishes, it can catch turtles also. That is some people's argument. Okay, what are the recommendations? So in exclusive economic zone, while fishing, they want to keep some certain conditions so that exotic species will not be affected. Till now we are studying on fisheries. So let us see what are the benefits, socio-economic benefits of fisheries sector. Okay, according to a new study, small fish captured in lakes, oceans of low middle income countries of Africa, Asia, Pacific help fill nutritional gaps. So small fishes found in lakes, ponds can solve the nutritional gap of people. Okay, over 1 billion people across the world depend heavily on fishing. So around 100 crore people, 1 billion people are living, making their livelihood out of fish cultivation only. Okay, the majority of these people reside in low and middle income countries of Africa, Asia Pacific and other near rivers and oceans. So what is the study here means small pelagic fish supply abundant and affordable micronutrients to LMC. So small fishes are giving solving the nutritional gap of lower and middle income countries. Okay, pelagic fish, herring, sardines or cowies which live in upper layers of open water are least expensive, most nutrient dense, and means whatever the pelagic fish that lives in upper layers of water is low cost and nutrition, less dense. Okay, and it is not heavy also after eating. Okay, it provides omega-3 fatty acids, zinc, iron, calcium also to the people. Okay, and they are readily available because they are in top waters, upper layer of seabed. Okay, cold water species means inner species at seabed. They are found close to ocean floor, such as cod, flounder are most expensive. Whatever the exotic species will be there in the lakes, oceans, they are most expensive. But upper water fishes are less expensive and they are nutritional. They provide omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, iron, nutrients to the people. Okay, what is the significance? They are, can be named as superfoods because they are less expensive and giving more nutrition to the people, like millets. So they can be now named as superfoods. They are incredible sources of micronutrients needed for human health and cognitive growth. Small fish could provide environmental, social, economic benefits and help fill nutritional gaps in LMC. So the findings will help inform public health and fishery strategies in areas with inadequate information and fish nutrition. So where there is no awareness, they want to spread the awareness that how top layer fishes are, small fishes are more nutritious. Okay, however, there are some challenges to the availability of fishes. They are overfishing, trade and growing international demand for fish oil. Okay, trade is there, overfishing is there. Okay, and fish oil demand is there. These all are the exemptions or problem challenges to the growth of these small fishes. Okay, what are the steps to do? What we have to do? Creating equitable, sustainable regulations for managing small. So there should be some policy or rule by government that can save these fishes from exploitation. So fisheries are named as sunrise sector in India. They are named as sunrise sector, which provides nutrition and food security to 28 million people in India. 28 million is nothing but around 3 crore people are getting nutrition out of fish. Okay, it occupies an important place in socio-economic development and has witnessed an average annual growth of 11% since 2014-15. So since 2014, the fisheries sector is having annual growth of 11%. Okay, record fish production of 142 lakh tons in financial year 2019-20, making India second largest in fish producing countries. Okay, 8% of global production India is currently carrying and contributing to 7.8% of agriculture GVA. So this they want to make to 7.282, they want to make to 9% in Matsya Sampada Yojana. Okay, so the sector has immense potential for growth and instrumental in sustaining livelihood, especially vulnerable communities. So the fishing sector can improve the livelihood of vulnerable communities in India. So what are the schemes and programs are there by Government of India to grow the fisheries sector? They are PMSY Sampada Yojana, implementation of fisheries and aquaculture infra development. Okay, Kisan credit card to fishermen. Okay, seaweed park in Tamil Nadu. Okay, seaweed park in Tamil Nadu. And development of 5 major fishing harbors. Okay, at Kochi, Chennai, Visakhapatnam, Paradip, Petulghat. Okay, Petwa Ghat. So Kochi, Chennai, Visakhapatnam, Paradip, Petwagad, they want to improve the fishing hubs. Okay. Recognizing the sector's enormous potential, Indian government established dedicated Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Even a separate ministry has been established for the growth of fisheries. That is Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Okay. So this is all about fisheries sector, friends. Hope you like the video. Next time we will meet with a new topic. Thank you.